Well, after you do this realization, what would be the next step?
Let me first say that I think the process of realization is ongoing. It's you double back to it continuously as you move forward, so it's kind of a spiral, right?
Okay.
So there's always opportunities to say, okay, well, what have we become aware of that we weren't aware of before? It's kind of like the movie, the really good movie you like, and you saw something in it the first time, but when you saw it the second time, you said, oh my goodness, I missed that. Or, oh my goodness, I didn't realize that. So that's what I mean by realization. But as you spiral ahead, or if you move forward, you begin to create rituals. And I think young people are really good at doing this. Most people are good at forming, those natural, normal ways of celebrating, lamenting, ways of practicing something that is beyond words. That's what I mean by ritual. I like to tell the story about young people in the Perkins Youth School of Theology when it was in its very first year. We were very diverse. We had Mexican Americans, we had Native Americans, we had Ethiopians, we had European Americans, African Americans. It was the world within this 25 group of young people. And when they would play together, they would create little sayings that, in a sense, resisted stereotypes that had been put on them by society, racial stereotypes. And one of them, a young man used to say, when he would bounce a basketball, I'm the Mexican, not the Mexican. Because there were stereotypes, racial slurs around Mexican Americans and what they couldn't do. That's a Mexican. So that's a blatant stereotype, particularly in the Southwest. So he would just flip that, say I'm the Mexican rather than the Mexican. So and it became a ritual in a kind of, people would chant it with him as a way of, yes, rather than making it something that was heavy laden. He just flipped it and made it something that he could move through and empower, move beyond the stereotype to show that I can do more than what I'm stereotyped to do. And like I said, it became something that they would chant together. That's the type of rituals I think that young people can come up with. I would say also that that when young people begin to tell their stories about racial encounters and experiences of racism, that they can find ways to lament together. That is natural and organic. That's what I mean by ritual. It is, I hope, it is the possibility that once we hear somebody's story, that we can feel, we can empathize with them in terms of their experience. And we can lament together over the tragedy of how one gets stereotyped or demeaned or whatever it might be that they happen to encounter. That's what I mean by ritual. And through ritual, we can move to a form of resistance. Like I said, the Mexican, I'm the Mexican, not the Mexican. That's a form of ritual, a ritual that moves it to a resisting stance, an oppositional stance about stereotypes of who a person of Latin descent actually is and what they can do.